Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Priti. I will be teaching chemistry for class 11 and 12. Here, you will get simple explanation, exam-oriented preparation, numerical solving and concept-based learning. Now, let's start today's topic. Our first chapter name is Some Basic Concepts of Chemistry. Before we start, let me ask you a simple question to you. What is chemistry? Do you know about chemistry? Have you ever wondered why iron rusts, why milk turns into curd, how medicine works, or why food cooks when heated? All these processes involve chemistry. Chemistry is the branch of science that studies the preparation, properties, structure, and reactions of material. It's called chemistry. So, I will teach each and every term of this definition in the next slide. So, first term is preparation. What is preparation? Preparation means how a substance is made or produced. So, how water is made? Water is made up of H2 plus O2. H2 and O2 will form H2O. So water can be prepared by combining hydrogen gas and oxygen gas. Okay. Next term is properties. What is properties? Properties are the characteristics of a substance that help us identify and describe it. So, if you see any substance have a color, melting point, boiling point, density, solubility. So, do you know the color of water? Example. So, what is the color of water? Do you know the order of water? So, water is colorless. Correct. And the order of color is the water is orderless. And what is the boiling point of water? Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Everyone knows. Then next term is structure. Structure. Structure refers to how atoms are arranged. How atoms are arranged and bonded in a substance. So, do you know the structure of water or NaCl or any other compound? So, let me give the example of H2O. So, the H2O, the water molecules contain the 2 hydrogen plus 1 oxygen. So, it has a 1 oxygen and 2 hydrogen. So, this is the structure of water. So, there are many different types of structure in chemistry of particular compound. Okay, so next term is reaction. Reaction. There are many reactions in chemistry. There are many different types of reaction in chemistry. So, reactions are the chemical changes in which one or more substances are converted into the new substances. So, have you seen any brown color iron substance in our surrounding? Yeah, obviously you have seen when iron, when iron O2 will form Fe2O3. This is the formula of rust. Okay, when iron react with oxygen, it will form rust. It is in brown color. Now that we know what chemistry is, let's understand why chemistry is important in our daily life. Chemistry is present everywhere around us and it plays a major role in improving our quality of life. For it is used in chemistry is used in medicines, fertilizers, polymers, dyes, soaps and detergent, metallurgy and environmental protection. So first used in medicine. So chemistry helps scientists develop medicines that prevent and treat diseases, helping people and stay healthy. Do you know the paracetamol medicine? So the famous example of medicine is paracetamol. Paracetamol is used to reduce fever, right? Okay, there are many types of medicines present, but paracetamol is famous medicine to reduce fever that we all know. So, next is fertilizers. So, do you know the fertilizers have you used in your daily life to increase the plant growth? So, fertilizers provide essential nutrients to plant, increasing crop production and supporting agriculture. So, the urea, urea is the fertilizer is used to increase crop growth, right? Urea is also a famous example. Third is the polymer. Polymers are the materials such as plastic, synthetic fibers, rubbers that we use every day in bottles, bags, clothes, and many other products. So, do you know the famous example of polymers? Obviously, you know the plastic bottle. The plastic bottles are made from polymers. Next is dyes. So, chemistry is used to manufacture the dyes. Do you know why our clothes, our wall are colorful? It is because of dyes. So, dye that gives color to our clothes, paints, inks, and various industrial products. So, the color of our clothes comes from dyes. Okay, next is detergent and soaps. Have you used detergent in daily life? Yes, definitely we have used in our daily life, that is washing powder. So washing powder is used to clean clothes, right? So this is the metallurgy is the next new term to you. So metallurgy, what is metallurgy? Metallurgy is the extraction and purification of metals from their ores. Metals such as iron, aluminium, copper are obtained through the chemical processes. So iron extraction from iron ore to make steel. Right. Next is environmental protection. So, our water comes clean in our home from polluted water. So, water treatment plants purify polluted water before it is supplied to our homes. Okay, can you think of one example from your daily life where chemistry is involved and write your answer in the comments below. So the next slide is ancient Indian contribution in chemistry. In modern era, in present era, we use chemistry term. In ancient chemistry, chemistry was also known as a Rasayan Shastra, Ras Vidya and Ras Kriya. Ancient Indian contribution developed methods for the extraction of metals like gold, silver and copper. They also prepared glass, dyes, perfume and medicines. Soap making by Chakrapani. Chakrapani was the scientist. Chakrapani contributed to the development of soap making, while Acharya Kannada proposed the Parmanu theory, which stated that matter is made up of tiny particles. So matter is made up of tiny particles is called Parmani. So Parmanu is the tiny particle. This was the theory proposed by the Acharya Kannada. So this contribution shows the ancient India played an important role in the development of chemistry. Next slide is matter. Students, let's start with this simple question. Look around us and can you name any 5 things you can see right now? Maybe it's a book, pen, water bottle, chair, or even in the air around you. Okay, so now here's interesting question. What is among all these things? The answer is they are all matter. So why? So what is matter? So matter is anything that has a mass and occupies space. That anything has a mass and occupies space is called a matter. So let's understand with this example. The stone. The stone has a mass. Okay, so stone, it may be a 5 kg, 10 kg, okay, etc. So it has a mass and occupies space. So it is also a matter. What about the water? Water is filled up to the 150 ml, right? So it filled up to a 150 ml. So water has a mass and occupies space. So it is also a matter. Gas is also have mass and occupies space. That this is also a matter. Living plant is also have a mass and occupies space is called a matter. Book is also a matter. So now all of them have a mass and occupy space is a matter. What about the air? We cannot see it, but a balloon filled with air becomes bigger because air occupies space. Therefore, air is also a matter. Now, let's remember these 4 key points. So, matter has a mass, it has a weight, it may be a 5 kg, 10, 6, 15, 16, anything. So, it has a mass, it occupy a weight can be measured. So, it has a mass, then it is also a matter. If it has a space, it take the space, that stone has a space and mass, that's why it is matter. So, the key points of matter is next. The key points of matter is space, mass and stone. Our body is also a matter because it occupies space and it is made up of small tiny particles. Water is also made up of small tiny particles. Stone is also made up of small tiny particles. That's why it has a it made up of small particles. Then it is also a matter, and it is exist in a various state. It may be a solid, liquid or gas, like stone, water vapor, plants, books is also a solid. Okay, air is also a gas. So it exists in a various state, solid, liquid and gas. So there are four key points of matter, right? It has a mass, occupies space, right? And small tiny particles. It is made up of small tiny particles, and it exists in solid, liquid and gases. Okay, so look around your room and find three things that has a matter. Can you also find something that is not matter? Please let me know in the comments. Thank you for learning with me today. I hope you enjoy the session and learn something new. Take care, keep studying, and keep exploring the world of chemistry. Thank you, and I will see you in the next class. Bye bye, everyone.